One rainy afternoon, I stumbled upon a tattered journal lying in a puddle near an empty playground. Its pages were filled with scribbles, smudged crayon drawings of broken houses, lopsided hearts, and stick-figure families holding hands. But it wasn't the drawings that stopped me. It was the words. These are the prayers of children, not the ones recited in Sunday school or whispered at bedtime. These are the words they never say out loud, the ones hidden under pillows, tucked into lunchboxes, or buried in the pockets of hand-me-down jeans. Today, I'm going to share them with you. But first, take a breath. These are the prayers that heaven bends low to hear. The first prayer is written in green crayon. The edges are smudged, maybe by tears, maybe by rain. This child doesn't ask for miracles, only for the sound of her mother's voice to drown out the beeping machines. Hey God, it's me again. The lady with the clipboard said I shouldn't bother you too much, but Mommy's cough is louder than Mr. Jenkins's lawnmower now. Last night she tried to read me Goodnight Moon, but the words got stuck in her throat like peanut butter. I finished the story for her. I think you heard me right? Her hands used to smell like vanilla from baking cookies, but now they're sticky from the IV. The nurse calls it medicine, but it makes her sleep all day. I drew her a picture of us at the park. She hung it on the fridge, but it fell off when she coughed. The tape doesn't stick anymore. The machine by her bed beeps like my friend Kayla's hamster wheel. Beep, beep, beep. I counted 100 beeps last night. Did you count them too? Sometimes I press the button to make it quiet, but the nurse says, "Sweetie, don't touch that." I don't want to break it. I just want Mommy to hear the crickets again. At school, Mrs. Miller said, "Heaven is where angels sing." Does Mommy have to go there? Her voice is scratchy, but she still hums my lullaby. I told her angels don't need lullabies. They have harps. She laughed, but it turned into a cough. I rubbed her back like she does when I'm sick. Her bones feel like bird wings. The other kids have sleepovers, but I sleep under Mommy's bed so the beeps don't scare me. I found her hairbrush under there. It's full of gold curls, like the dandelions we blew last summer. I put them in a Ziploc bag so I don't forget her smell. Daddy cries in the garage. He thinks I don't hear, but I see his shoulders shake through the window. I left him a note. Don't worry. God's making her a special cough syrup. Was that a lie? I don't know. But if she's too tired to wake up, will you hold her hand? And tell her my teddy bear's name is Charlie now, not Mr. Fluff. She'll think that's funny. I saved her a spot in my sticker book. It's the sparkly unicorn one she likes. If you take her, will she visit my dreams? Maybe we can have tea parties like we used to. But God, don't let her love get lost in heaven's pockets. My heart's too small to carry it all. The next page smells like winter. A child's plea, scrawled in pencil so faint you'd miss it if you blinked. He doesn't pray for toys or candy. He prays for the cold to stop biting his toes. Hi God, it's freezing tonight. My toes feel like popsicles, but Joey says we can't turn on the stove. Mom's asleep again on the couch. Her breath smells like the brown bottles under the sink. I covered her with my jacket. The lady at the shelter said, "You love everyone. Do you love the rats in our walls too?" They chew my homework, but I don't tell Mom. She'd cry. My shoes have holes, but I drew stars on them with marker so the kids wouldn't laugh. It worked until the rain came. Now my socks are soggy and the stars washed away. Miss Linda gave me a new pencil case. I use it to hide my feet during story time. Joey found a blanket in the dumpster. It's itchy and smells like burnt popcorn, but we pretend it's a superhero cape. He lets me wear it longer because I'm littler. Last week, a man yelled at us for sleeping behind the library. I prayed he'd turn into a toad, but Joey said that's not how it works. At school, Caden showed me his Pokemon socks. I told him mine are invisible socks. Only cool kids can see them. He believed me. I almost did too. God, the teacher said. You made the sun. Can you make it shine on our alley tomorrow? The cold makes Mom's cough worse. I'll give you my fruit snacks, the red ones I've been saving. Just send a blanket without cigarette holes. Or maybe a hug. Joey's hugs are too tight, and Mom's are too sleepy. P.S. I don't need a Christmas tree. Just a Band-Aid for my toe. The snow makes it bleed. This one is folded 3 times, hidden like a secret. The words are smeared where a little girl tried to erase her guilt. She thinks her sister's accident is her fault. Heaven's silence is the loudest sound she knows. Dear God, it's Ellie. I need to tell you something secret. Last week I let go of Lucy's hand at the store because she wanted the pink balloon and I wanted the blue one. Then the car hit her. Now her legs don't work and her wheelchair squeaks like our old hamster wheel. Lucy says it's okay, but her smile looks like the one Mum uses when Dad burns the pancakes. The doctors wrapped her legs in bandages. They're as white as the snowman we built last winter. I tried to fix her dollhouse so she could play, but my hands shook and I glued the roof upside down. She didn't yell. She just said, "It's a treehouse now." Why is she so nice? I don't deserve it. At night I sneak into her room and wiggle her toes. The nurse said it won't help, but what if she's wrong? Lucy used to chase fireflies with me. Now she watches from the window. I caught one in a jar for her, but it died by morning. She cried and I told her it flew to heaven. Was that a lie? I don't know anymore. Mum says, "You have a plan." Was your plan to take her running away? Because I'd give you my trampoline, my bike, even my chocolate Easter bunny if you'd let her walk again. I'll eat broccoli every day. I'll never fight over balloons again. Pink is my favorite color now. I promise. Lucy's wheelchair got stuck in the mud yesterday. I pushed so hard my shoes slipped off. She laughed and said, "We're stuck together just like glitter and glue." But glitter's pretty, God. I'm just glue, sticky and messy. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I'll be her legs. I'll carry her to the moon if she wants. And if heaven has swings, save one for her. She likes the ones that go high enough to touch the clouds. Some prayers are written in languages even God struggles to translate. This child draws explosions as flowers and helicopters as bees. She prays for the nightmares to stop and for her father's voice to find her in the dark. Hi God, it's Amina. Mama says, you understand Arabic and English, so I'll use both. Bismillah. Please don't let the helicopters find us tonight. The beds here are too soft. They're not like my mattress in Aleppo. It had a spring that poked my back, but I miss it. They gave me a teddy bear at the camp. I named him Baba. Real Baba stayed behind to find Grandma. Mama says he's with you now. Does that mean he's an angel? He hated wearing wings for Halloween. I drew you a picture of our old street. The soldiers burned our apricot tree, but I colored it green again. The teacher here says I'm resilient. I don't know what that means, but she hugged me. Her perfume smells like jasmine, like Mama's before the bombs. The nightmares come when the sirens do. Last night, I dreamt Baba was calling me, but his voice was muffled, like he was under rubble. I woke up screaming, and Mama rocked me until the sun rose. She hummed Ya Rate. Her voice cracks on the high notes now. The kids at school laugh when I mix up words. I told them apple is tufa, but they said I'm making it up. I'll learn faster, God. Just don't let the men with guns come here. I'll trade my rice pudding at lunch. I'll even eat the carrots. Mama found a job washing dishes. Her hands are red and wrinkly, like the grapes we dried on our roof. I help by folding napkins. The boss calls me Little Bird because I'm quiet. But birds sing, right? I forgot how. If you see Baba, tell him I saved his chess piece, the knight. I keep it under my pillow. Maybe he'll visit my dreams and let me win this time. Not all goodbyes are for people. This prayer is dotted with paw prints and half-dried glue. A little girl wonders if heaven has chew toys, and if her best friend still remembers her name. Dear God, it's Gracie. Is Max mad at me? The vet said he was too sick, but he still wagged his tail when I sneaked him bacon. Mom says he's in heaven. But what if he thinks I abandoned him? I didn't even say goodbye. They made me wait in the lobby with a lollipop. His bowl is still on the porch. I fill it with water every morning so he won't get thirsty. The neighbor's cat drinks it, but I pretend it's Max. His fur was softer than my blankie. Now the blankie just smells like tears. Yesterday I heard barking in the storm. Was that him? I left the window open, but all that came in was rain. My goldfish Bubbles hides when I cry. I told her about Max. She blinked. Do fish understand heaven? Mom let me bury his collar under the maple tree. I planted dandelions because he loved chasing them. But they won't bloom until spring. What if he forgets me by then? The kids at school said, "It's just a dog." I didn't eat lunch. Max used to lick my sandwich crusts. Now the janitor throws them away. Does heaven have squirrels? Max loved squirrels, and squeaky toys, and the red ball we lost in the pond. If you see him, throw the ball once for me. He'll bring it back. He always did. P.S. I left my nightlight on so he won't be scared. Heaven's not dark, is it? This page is crumpled, like the child who wrote it. His words are a map of loneliness, traced in band-aids and half-eaten cookies. He prays for someone to sit with him, even if it's just God in a baseball cap. Hey God, it's Noah. Mrs. Carter says you're everywhere, but I can't see you. Are you hiding in the bathroom stall? That's where I eat lunch. The soap here tastes like grapes, but it's not food. Today, Mason poured milk on my spelling test. He said I'm a baby because I read slow. I hid in the library and finished Charlotte's Web. Wilbur had... You too, right? The book said so. I drew a picture of us playing catch. You're the tall one with the blue hat. I don't know if you like baseball, but I do. Dad left his glove when he moved out. I oil it every week so it stays soft. The nurse found band-aids in my pocket. I use them to cover the words they write on my desk. Loser. Freak. I told her I fell. She gave me a lollipop. Cherry, my favorite. Mom works nights, so I sleep with the TV on. The laugh tracks make it feel less quiet. Sometimes I pretend you're on the couch with me. Do you like popcorn? I'll make extra. If you're really here, sit with me tomorrow. I'll save you a cookie. It's Oreo, the one with sprinkles. I've been saving it since Tuesday. P.S. I don't stutter when I talk to you. Maybe that's a miracle. Some prayers smell like sand and mint gum. This one is written in capital letters, shaky but brave. A father's absence is measured in voicemails and training wheels that never come off. Hi God, it's Lily. Daddy's letters came today. Mom cried when she read them. They smell like smoke and the mint gum he always chewed. I pressed one to my cheek. The paper's crinkly like his laugh. He promised to teach me to ride a bike. I practice on the driveway, but I keep falling. The training wheels are for babies, but Mum won't take them off. "Wait for Dad," she says. What if he forgets? I wear his old hat to bed. It's too big, but it smells like his cologne. Sometimes I whisper secrets to it. I got an A in math. The cat had kittens. I miss you. At the parade, they gave me a flag. I waved it till my arm hurt. The man on TV said soldiers are heroes. But heroes come home, right? Mum plays his voicemails every night. "Hey, kiddo, save me some apple pie." The phone battery died yesterday. What if his voice fades too? If you see him, tell him I learned Twinkle Twinkle on the piano and the kittens' names. Star, Scout, and Charlie. Charlie has his eyes. P.S. Does heaven have timeouts? Because I'd stay there forever if he's not in your army anymore. This prayer is a collection of goodbyes. A child's suitcase holds more memories than clothes. He doesn't ask for a family, just someone who won't leave before the cupcakes are gone. Dear God, it's Jaden. I turned 9 today. The social worker brought cupcakes, but they're vanilla. I hate vanilla. But I ate 2 so she wouldn't feel bad. My suitcase zipper broke again. Mrs. Miller says I'm transitional. Does that mean I'll keep floating like the dandelion fluff we blew in science class? I saved my birthday candle. It's blue, like the bike the last family promised but never gave. If I relight it, can I wish again? I don't need a mum. Just someone who won't give me back when I wet the bed. The couple today said I'm too quiet. I talked about frogs for 10 minutes. They left faster than the others. I keep a rock from every house. The grey ones from Bobby, who taught me chess. The shiny ones from Maria, who braided my hair. They're in my pillowcase. Sometimes they clink like wind chimes. Blow the candle with me, God. Maybe this time they'll stay. Not all prayers are spoken. This one is drawn in bold, angry strokes. A ramp leading to a swing set. A child wonders why the world won't bend. And if heaven has races, he can finally win. Hi God, it's Micah. The kids say I'm broken. Did you run out of legs when you made me? My wheelchair has a dent from when Tyler kicked it. Mom says he's ignorant, but I looked it up. It means he's scared of what he doesn't know. I drew a ramp in my picture of heaven. The teacher said it's creative, but I just want to race the other kids. They don't wait for me at the slide. At PT, the therapist bends my legs until I cry. She says it's progress. I call it the ouchie time. I'd rather read about dinosaurs. T-Rex had tiny arms, but everyone thinks he's cool. Grandpa says I'm his hero. Heroes don't need bedtime stories, but I still ask for Peter Pan. Maybe angels don't walk either. Tell them I'll win the race. P.S. I left cookies for Santa. He'll need energy to fix my wheels. The final prayer is written in 2 colors, one for grief, one for hope. A sister saves her brother's candy bar, wondering if heaven's shelves are stocked with Milky Ways, and if the wind carries hugs. Dear God, it's Zoe. Mama says Jake's with you. Does he have friends? He was shy. Tell him to share his Legos. The blue ones are his favorite. I saved his half of the Milky Way. It's melted now, but he'd still want it. He always took the bigger piece. The wind chimes clang at night. Is that him saying hi? I whisper back. But Mama says it's just the storm. We planted sunflowers for him. They're taller than me now. Jake loved bees. Do they have bees in heaven? He wasn't scared even after he got stung. His bed's too empty. I sleep there sometimes. His Spider-Man pillow smells like shampoo and dirt. I told Mum I'm keeping it safe. If you see him, hug him twice. Once from me, Once from Mom. She doesn't know I'm asking. P.S. Heaven's not dark, right? He hated the dark? I've read these prayers 100 times, and yet every single word still cuts deeper than the last. These children don't ask for miracles. They ask for mercy, for someone to listen, for someone to care. Maybe that's the hardest truth of all, that angels don't always come with wings. Sometimes they come with bandages, bedtime stories, or a hand to hold in the dark. And maybe we can be those angels. So tonight, when you tuck your children into bed or walk past a stranger on the street, remember, the greatest prayers aren't spoken in cathedrals. They're whispered in the quiet corners of a broken world by souls too small to carry their pain alone. If these prayers moved you, please subscribe to this channel. Help us share more stories that matter. Like this video. Let's remind the world that kindness still exists. Comment below. Tell us which prayer touched your heart, or tag someone who needs to hear this. Share this video. You never know who's praying for a sign that they're not alone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. And remember, love is always a verb.